Next up on the 2024-2025 CVC Winter Sports Media Day Tour is the Fairview Warriors girls basketball team and new head coach Karen Swanson-Hahn. And coach, before we start, I've got to tell you, I'm in awe. I'm a huge Notre Dame women's basketball fan, and being on that 2001 team that won the national title, that's pretty darn impressive.
It
And
was
you were a teammate of Coach Ivy.
I
You were a
was, yes.
teammate of Coach Ivy's, right?
Yes,
Absolutely.
I
Oh, so
played
that's
with
awesome. So
Neil for 2 years and Ruth
yeah,
Riley and a
yes.
bunch of other really talented girls.
Absolutely. So that's great. So I'm in awe talking to you. So you're already on the positive end here. But yeah, coming in first year. Welcome to the CVC. First of all, what have you seen out of the girls in the couple of weeks that you've had some practices?
I have seen a lot of great effort and very good coachability. I'm really, really excited about this group and the potential that they have for the course of the season. And we're excited to start competing in our games now in the CVCs here soon.
Last year was Fairview's first in the CVC, so it was a little bit of a learning process for the girls as a whole. How far along have they come just in the short time that you've been with them and just getting ready for this season?
We have seen a ton of growth. So, we talk to them all the time about, having a growth mindset and just making slow and steady progress towards our goals. And we're doing just that. So we've seen a lot of growth in them, on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. And when you're, putting in the effort that they're putting in and when you're as coachable as they are, we're just seeing such steady growth that we're really pleased with.
Outstanding. All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk with the players. I'll start right to your right. For the folks at home, introduce yourself, name, grade, and position.
I'm Olivia. I'm a guard, and I'm a senior.
All right, Olivia, coming in senior year, you've got to be excited about that. You're going to graduate in a few months, but at the same time, every time you take the court, it gets you closer to the end of your high school career. So, how are you kind of dealing with those dueling emotions?
I'm just trying to take it all in for my last year and really give everything that I have to this team, and just trying to enjoy it as much as I can for my last season here.
The last few years, you've had the luxury of playing with Gabby Davenport, who is a dynamic player, a really great player. So this year, it's life after Gabby. Who's kind of stepping up to take over not only her abilities on the court, but also her leadership role?
I think freshman Claire Daler is doing a really good job taking over Gabby's spot, but her leadership I think has touched everyone that she has played with. Um, yeah, we just learned a lot from her for the past 3 years. It's been great to play under her.
And now you're a senior, so you've got to take care of your own responsibilities, but you also have to be a leader. How are you mentoring those younger girls? What are you doing to be a leader?
I just try to pick them up as much as I can, try to keep the energy going, the positive energy, even when things are going hard. So yeah, I just try to keep the energy and positivity up.
How different is this year's team compared to last year's?
Very different, the best way possible. Our team has just gotten along very well this year, and the coaching, everything has been amazing compared to what we've had. So we're very lucky this year.
Give me a player on the team that maybe didn't play quite as much last year, or maybe she's a freshman. Somebody you think is going to have a breakout year, and why?
My sister Ivy, I think that she is going to have a very great breakout year. I think that just seeing her improve from last year to this year has been amazing, and I'm really proud of her.
And last one for you is, what are your goals this year for your team and individually?
For the team this year, we just want to win as many games as we can. Trying to keep our heads up even when it gets hard. Keep pushing through practices, and a personal goal is getting better at handling ball pressure on offense.
All right, well, good luck to you this winter. Let's go to your right. Name, grade, and position.
I'm Alexa. I'm a senior, and I'm a post.
Same question for you. Senior year, you got to be excited about that, but you're also you have to deal with the fact that your high school career is coming to an end. So what are you doing to kind of make the most of this season?
I'm trying to be as aggressive as I can on the court through the minutes that I have on it. Just trying to push myself to be a better player, especially for my teammates. Trying to give them a better lean into next year and going forward.
What are some of the positive changes Coach has made this year?
I think speed and getting better at ball defense, just making sure that we're always pushing ourselves it's definitely a mentality thing that we have to get used to that kind of change and going for the best games that we can and giving it our all on the court.
As I mentioned, last year was Fairview's first in the CVC, so that was kind of a feeling out process as you played a bunch of new teams. This year, you're familiar with those teams. How much has that helped kind of preparing for your conference schedule this season?
It has definitely helped us a lot, knowing the players, knowing who is kind of staying and who has graduated, kind of getting used to what we have to deal with, who we know are the good shooters and good defensive players, who gives us pressure and who kind of backs off a little bit, not in a bad way, but just kind of leans back a little bit more than other teams that can be more aggressive. So we're just getting like a good feel of what we have to get used to and what we know is going to happen.
Don't give away any secrets, but how is this team going to surprise other teams this year?
I think our newer players, the freshmen coming onto the floor that no one's ever seen before, is definitely going to be very interesting for the other teams to get used to because they don't really know how they play and they don't know how we're going to all play together because obviously we had two big seniors leave last year, so it's definitely different on the court with getting our new ground and trying to find that groove together.
Who is your breakout player and why?
I would say Ryan Kerrigan. She's definitely a great outside shooter and inside shooter. She's is great with defense and she knows like she can do posting up, she can shoot on the outside, and she's very aggressive when it comes to those kind of things. So they definitely have to watch out for her.
And then what are your goals individually and for your team?
Um, I think that my goal individually is that I want to be as aggressive as I can and be as fast as I can without giving up in any of those categories. And then as a team, I think we just got to push ourselves to any extent that we can and try our hardest in any moment.
All right, well, good luck to you this winter. All right, Coach, back to you. I talked to the girls a little bit about their breakout players, but you getting a chance to work with the kids for the first time, who are the players that have caught your eye with their work ethic and their performance in the preseason?
I'm going to answer that one by saying I think that what people will be surprised by is how players across the board in our program are just stepping up all the way across the board. So I'm not sure I could name one breakout player, but I think that the way we're playing together and the way the girls are all feeding off each other and pushing each other has been something really special that we haven't seen from Fairview necessarily. Yet, and we'll see this season.
What are your keys to victory this season? What has to happen for your team to find some success?
I think we need to be aggressive on both sides of the ball. I think we need to, be great at handling pressure and, aggressively attacking the basket and looking for our shots. And defensively, I think we need to just, impose our will on teams and really make them work hard for shots and not giving up anything easy on the defensive end.
And last one for you is every team dreams of winning a state title. They have goals of winning district titles, conference titles, all those types of things. But you don't have to have that hat. You don't have to win a national title to be successful in basketball. But how are you going to define success in your first year at Fairview?
I think this kind of brings me full circle to one of my initial comments on the in this interview. I will define success by growth. We are all embracing a growth mentality this season, and we want to we want to grow as much and as steadily as we can, both individually and as a team. And so me personally, I want to see growth from last year's team. I want to see growth from yesterday. I want to see growth in each individual. So I'm really defining it in that way. And then I always also like to, in terms of goals, um, you know, legacy goals. Like these girls right here next to me are two out of our four seniors, and the impact that they've left on the program and will have left at the end of this season is going to be tremendous. In terms of their legacy, and their legacy is going to be one not just of how they've played on the court, but how they've been great leaders. And this senior class, I think, has been so wonderful in terms of embracing a new coaching staff and really leaning into playing in a different way and setting that standard of coachability and effort for the younger girls who are new to the program. That I think the legacy goal is a really important one for us as a team as well. And I think, Olivia and Alexa and our other two seniors, Ava and Marisol, are all doing that in spades.
Outstanding. All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you and the girls taking some time out of your day to preview the season. And I wish you the best of luck this winter. And go Irish.
Yes, go Irish and Warriors. Thanks so much for having us.
Take care.